Jaylen Brown and the Celtics. Now, before Jayson Tatum went down, everybody had this team going back to back, probably winning three of the next four. Everybody had high expectations for the Celtics. Everybody was saying the Celtics might be a dynasty moving forward now that Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum finally got their first one, got over the hump. Tatum goes down. Everybody forgets about the Celtics. Everybody counts them out. Everybody says that Celtics are done. They're sellers. They're rebuilding. It's over. Well, that wasn't quite the case. Jaylen Brown had other plans. Okay, and when he came out this year, and honestly, I thought the same thing. Okay, I thought the same thing that everybody else thought, but not when Jayson Tatum went down. When they decided to trade Drew Holiday, that's when I thought the Celtics are done. But since Jaylen Brown has gotten the keys to the team this year, and I knew it was going to be an adjustment, but I did not expect them to fall off as much as other teams and other people were saying. Because Jaylen Brown is not your ordinary second guy. He's not your ordinary second option. He's not the ordinary Robin to a Batman. Jaylen Brown actually can be a number one in some places. Okay, Jaylen Brown, if he was a number one option for this Celtics team and he was developed as a number one option and he was polished, he would be amazing. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because there's been a lot of talks around his name. And it sucks that it had to go down to this for people to finally give him the credit that he deserves when he's been in the league doing the same thing for what, 7, 8, 9, 10 years now? And it took this for people to finally give him his credit. The man has been top 5, top 3, sometimes even the best two-way player in the league for the last 8, 9, 10 years. And this is what it took for us to finally give him the credit that he deserves, the attention that his game deserves. And this goes to show you that the NBA is nothing but narratives. Everything is a narrative. You have to sell a story. You have to market yourself. When Jayson Tatum went down, everybody counted the Celtics out. And this year, Jaylen Brown took it upon himself to average 29.6 points per game, play 33 minutes per game. His rebounds, 6.3, not that impressive, honestly. Assists, 4.9, also not that impressive, but I expect that from Jaylen Brown. Steals, 1.1, that's cool. I'm pretty sure it's around league average. Blocks, 0.4, it's all right. The turnovers, 3.1. Now, if this was any other year and Jaylen Brown's averaging 3.1 turnovers per game, everybody would have been on his ass. Everybody would have been talking crazy. Jaylen Brown, get off the ball. Jaylen Brown, stop doing this, stop doing that. Yo, Jaylen Brown is terrible. Jaylen Brown still can't go left. Yo, in the beginning of the year, people were still saying shit like this. And now that the Celtics are 23-12 and they're the second best team in the East, everybody changing their mind. The Celtics are top 5 offense in the league, and they are in the middle of the pack defensively, which I expect to get better. And with that being said, all this is being done while Jaylen Brown is actually still efficient. From the three-point line, he's 36%. From free throws, he's 77%. That could be brought up a lot, and it most likely will. And he's only taken 21.5 shots per game. You would think with Tatum out that he will be gunning. He will be chucking up shots around 28. You would think that he is taking 25, 28 shots a game. His efficiency is down. It's the complete opposite. And he's playing defense. The other day, he was playing and he got a Kawhi and James Harden. And dropped 50 points. He was in the Clippers' home. And when he checked out, he got a standing ovation. This goes to show you, everybody was sleeping on Jaylen Brown this whole time. And after that game, he said he's the best two-way player in the league. And everybody agreed. And some people, like Draymond Green, even said that Jaylen Brown should be talking about who is the best player in the NBA right now. Because that's the way he's playing. Now that's a compliment. But at the same time, any other year, Jaylen Brown comes out and says that he's the best two-way player in the league, he is most definitely 100% facing pushback. Somebody's going to say this person deserves it more than him. Somebody's going to say this person is better defender than him. This person is better offensive player than him. But when he said it this time, everybody's on his side. And you want to know why? Here's the reason why. As you see, Jaylen Brown is averaging the most points on the Celtics. The next player with the highest amount of points on the entire team is Derek White with 18 points. Peyton Pritchard with 16 points. Now, I expected Peyton Pritchard to come out this year and average somewhere around 21. 16 points? You could have did this off the bench. You were doing this off the bench. So you started and gave us, what, 2 more points than what you was giving us off the bench? You might as well just set your ass on the bench. Come off the bench and play a lot of minutes. You was playing way better. And obviously, some would say that it's because of Jayson Tatum and the magnitude that he has on the court and, all the open shots that Peyton Pritchard is going to get from that. And especially you have Tatum and Brown on the court. Somebody's going to have to guard them, da-da-da. But Peyton Pritchard, the way he was playing off the bench, I expected him and his game to not slow down or not even stay the same when he touches the starting lineup. Especially that Porzingis is gone, Drew Holiday is gone, and who else is competing with you for shots? Jaylen Brown's only taking 21, 22 shots a game. Who is competing with you? Not a single soul on that team is competing with you when it comes to shots. And Jaylen Brown is only taking 5.8 threes a game, 7.4 free throws per game, along with his 21 shots. Do you see how crazy this is? You would think the way he's playing, the way everybody's talking about him, people are saying that he should be top 3 MVP. People are saying that he is first All-NBA. He should make the first team. Now, me personally, I don't disagree with that. But I don't think his game this year is so much different from other years. At least not the last 2. The last 2 years, Jaylen Brown has actually been playing elite basketball. He might have his little mistakes. He might have times where he's trying to do too much with the ball and he turns it over. And that's fine. Everybody can't be perfect on the court. Everybody can't do everything. Michael Jordan couldn't do everything LeBron does. And LeBron James can't do everything Michael Jordan does. Not everybody's going to be perfect. No one's going to be perfect on the basketball court. You're going to have your mistakes. And there's also more beef that I think I'm going to make a whole separate video about. But I'm going to talk about it a little bit here. Jaylen Brown and Club 520. Now, if y'all don't know, on the Club 520 show, on the podcast, they always, compare players and regular basketball stuff. Who would you take? Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum. That's been a debate and a conversation since both of them joined the league. Anthony Edwards or Jaylen Brown, because Jaylen Brown's been playing at an elite level somehow. Honestly, in my opinion, I think it's the same game as before. It's just now that he's the number 1 option. He's doing it and still playing defense. And there's a narrative behind it. But that's just my opinion. And they always pick the other guy over Jaylen Brown. And apparently they reached out to him for an interview. Jaylen Brown said, nah, because you're always talking shit. And long story short, there was a whole thing. Somehow this went viral. And Behan went crazy. Honestly, I think he kept it light. I think it was one of the lightest rants or responses that he's ever given. And we know how he could get. Like, he could really go crazy, but I think it was pretty light. He kept it straight to the point, and it's the truth, man. We can, as analysts, as entertainers, as podcasters, we can put y'all up against each other and pick whoever we want. That does not mean that you're ass. That does not mean that you're terrible. That does not mean that we're talking shit. It's none of that. It's just that we chose another person over you. And that's our personal opinion. That's our preference. And Jaylen Brown was also mad as hell, and this is what kind of fueled everything that's been going on even before this. And I think this year he's been just taking every little detail and putting a chip on his shoulder, and he's been using it as motivation to win. Because even him not getting the Player of the Month, and they gave it to SGA and Jalen Brunson, he was mad about that. Well, I wouldn't say he was mad, but he felt the way about that, and he responded. And ever since then, he's been on a tear. He's been going crazy on these boys. 50 points. Averaging 30. I mean, he's up there with the rest of them. It's like 3-4 guys in the league right now is averaging 30. And Jaylen Brown is right there, which is actually crazy to me. Jayson Tatum did it once. Jaylen Brown's about to do it. This is insane. But I never thought that the Celtics would be ass. Like, the way people were talking about them was like everybody thought that they were going to fall off the face of the earth. Like, no, bro. They're not garbage, bro. It's not like it was Jayson Tatum and everybody else. Like, these guys are still talented, bro. They can beat sub 500 teams. They can beat 500 teams. They can win on a good night against some guys and some other teams in the West. They can still play defense. Let's not get it fucked up. Derek White is still an elite defender. Jaylen Brown is still an elite two-way player. Peyton Pritchard has his nights where he can go off for 30, 35, 40 points. Like, these guys can still hoop. We just counted them out. And it's really because they lost Porzingis. They lost Jrue Holiday. Al Horford didn't sign back with them. And Jayson Tatum went down. So much that happened. But I did not expect them to fall off the face of the earth. Now, did I expect them to be second in the East? Nah, I didn't. I expected them to be like 5 seed, 6 seed, 7th, maybe, somewhere around 7, 8 to play in. But I did not expect them to be second or top in the East. But here they are, bro. They're proving everybody wrong. And the fact that they only have 12 losses on the season goes to show you this team might actually be good. And I want to give a crazy take. I think Jayson Tatum will come back this year. If the Celtics make it to the second or third round of the NBA playoffs, Tatum is coming back. I promise you, Jayson Tatum is coming back. I mean, the man wanted to come back and play 4 months after the whole thing. I don't doubt this 1 second. Tatum is coming back to play if the Celtics can make it into the second or third round of the playoffs. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This Real Talk with E. Safe.